The Galactic Military Academy's primitive weapons course was supposed to be easy. Build a simple ranged weapon using only materials available in pre-industrial societies. Most cadets crafted basic bows, crude crossbows, or throwing spears. Cadet Tommy Chun showed up with rubber bands and a forked stick. Professor Krell examined the weapon with barely disguised contempt. "This is your submission? A child's toy. It's a slingshot," Tommy explained. "Humans have been using them for thousands of years. King David killed Goliath with one. We teach kids how to make these at summer camp." "Demonstrate its effectiveness," Krell said, gesturing at the practice targets 50 meters away. Tommy shook his head. "Too easy. How about something more challenging?" Before Krell could respond, Tommy loaded a ball bearing, tracked the instructor's observation drone circling overhead, calculated windage, and dropped his head, and fired. The drone exploded in a shower of sparks. Complete silence in the training yard. "That drone was moving at 40 kilometers per hour, Krell said slowly. "At 100 meters altitude. In variable wind." "Yeah, it was a tricky shot," Tommy admitted. "Had to lead it by about 2 meters and account for the updraft. But I grew up hunting squirrels in Kentucky. This is easier than hitting a moving target in dense forest." A Vraxian cadet raised a tentacle. "You're saying human children learn this level of marksmanship recreationally?" "Some do. My dad taught me when I was 8. It's just practice in physics. Projectile motion, trajectory calculation, target leading. Basic stuff." Professor Krell was recalculating everything he thought he knew about human primitive weapons. The materials cost about 2 credits. Rubber band for medical supplies, stick from literally any tree. Ammo is whatever small rocks you can find. Tommy grinned. "On Earth, we call it being bored in the backyard. Apparently, in the galaxy, it's considered advanced ranged warfare." The slingshot was added to the Academy's weapon museum with a placard, "Human recreational device." Effective range, 100 plus meters. Skill level, child. Threat assessment, extreme. Krell updated his lesson plans. The new introduction included, "Before we begin, remember that humans consider many weapons toys that other species would classify as military equipment. This discrepancy is terrifying and says everything about their evolutionary environment." Tommy's slingshot became legendary. Cadets from across the galaxy tried to replicate his shot. Most couldn't hit a stationary target at 50 meters. "It's not the weapon," Tommy explained when asked. "It's the practice. Humans have been throwing rocks at things for millions of years. We're really, really good at calculating trajectories instinctively. Add a tool that makes the rock go faster, and you get this." The Vraxian cadet who'd asked the original question had one more. "What else do human children learn to build recreationally?" Tommy thought about it. "Well, there's potato cannons, bottle rockets, trebuchets, blowguns, spud guns, water balloon launchers." He trailed off, noticing the growing horror on his classmates' faces. "You're telling us," Professor Krell said weakly, "that human children construct siege weapons and chemical propulsion devices for entertainment? I mean, we call them science fair projects, but sure." The Academy added a new warning to human integration protocols. Human recreational activities often involve creation of weapon systems. This is considered normal. Do not panic. Probably. Tommy graduated top of his class in primitive weapons, despite using the simplest, cheapest design. His final thesis was titled, "Why Complexity is Overrated: A Human Perspective on Effective Violence." The abstract read, "Give me rubber bands and rocks, and I'll show you why humans survived on a death world. We don't need advanced technology to be dangerous. We've been dangerous since we figured out how to throw things accurately." Professor Krell kept the destroyed drone as a reminder. Never underestimate what humans consider simple, especially if they learned it as children. For fun.